In this video, we'll be talking about the effects of falsehood and theft, meaning what does falsehood and theft cause in our society? The first one is that it leads to insecurity. What does insecurity mean? Insecurity means there is a lot of crimes. There is a lot of crimes in the society. And when there is a lot of crimes in the society, it means that everybody feels fear. Everybody feels not safe. There's no safety. Everybody feels danger is about to approach them. For example, if there is a lot of stealing in a community, I would not want to go out and hold my phones out because there is a probability that the phone will get stolen from me. And so it leads to insecurity in the community, and the people in the community have fear, they fear danger, and it also leads to punishment by the law. If I commit any crime now, crimes like falsehood and theft, I am liable to be charged by the court of law. Upon evidence, I am sentenced to prison. I am sentenced to prison. And for going to prison, it means that more and more people will be in prison. And if more and more people are in prison, the number of people working in the farms, the number of people working in the factories, the number of people working in companies will reduce because a large number of people have committed crimes and they are going to prison. Then it leads to breakdown of trust among people. Imagine like the Ajo example I gave, and they kept money in my care, and I go ahead to spend the money. Would the people in the group trust me again to keep money with me? No, because what have I done? I have disvalued their trust. I have disvalued their trust, and so there is no trust among people. Then it promotes other crimes and social instability. If there is falsehood, if there is theft, there's probably going to be murder because a person might want to steal something and the person doesn't release it and end up killing the person. And if there is murder, there's probably going to be kidnapping. So, falsehood, telling lies, and theft leads to other forms of crimes. For example, there's this Yoruba proverb that says that a person that steals, a person that lies, will steal and can commit any other crime because they are closely linked together. And once one, either falsehood or theft is in play, other crimes will come in. Then we have destroys the reputation of the offenders. Like I said, it's quite similar to breakdown of trust. For somebody that has committed theft before and is caught, when he walks about in the community, what do you think will happen? Everybody will relate to him as, oh, that's the person that committed theft. That's the person that committed falsehood. So, how do we control falsehood? We have talked about the effects. How do we make sure that it doesn't happen? The first one is that we should teach honesty and integrity. Honesty is telling the truth at all time. Integrity is standing for the truth. At home and in the school, these are the two things, these are the two places where children grow up in. They either grow up in a school or they grow up in a home. What happens if a home or a school does not teach honesty or does not teach integrity? What do you think happens? People get involved in falsehood and theft because you have not taught them that they should not tell lies, and you have not taught them that they should stand for the truth. People would get involved in falsehood and theft. Another way to prevent it is to encourage contentment and hard work. Contentment means being satisfied with what you have, even though you see other people that has more than you have. So, like the example I gave, if I see that my friend is using an iPhone and I'm using a small phone, contentment means I'm happy with the small phone I'm using because I can't afford the iPhone, and then I will work hard to be able to afford it. I will want to get a job and I want to be good at my job. I want to do my job in such a way that the people that employed me will be willing to say that this person is good at his job. They reduce poverty by job creation. Remember, we said the last time that one of the reasons why people steal is poverty. One of the reasons why people steal is hunger. But if there is job, if there are jobs, and people can access jobs, they get paid, they are paid a salary or wages, and they can afford to eat. Why would anybody want to steal? Because there is a job and they can be able to meet their expenses. The fourth way of controlling theft and falsehood in the society is to enforce strict laws against theft and dishonesty. That means anybody who commits falsehood or theft should be given the appropriate punishment. They should not be forgiven, because if they are forgiven, it leads to further people committing the same offense, even though the intention was so that they wouldn't be able to commit the offense, but other people will see that example and say to themselves, we can commit it and be forgiven. So let us have a very quick summary. So since the beginning of this topic, I've talked about falsehood, we've talked about theft, what theft is, and the different examples of theft. I've talked about what falsehood is as well, and also we talked about um, the reasons why falsehood and theft happens, and also we talked about the effects of falsehood and theft on the society, and how to control and prevent falsehood and theft. I'll see you in the next video.